I just got back from a special meeting of City Council to approve the purchase by our city of the YMCA building at 230 Brunswick. The city is buying the YMCA building for $9 million and will lease it back to the Y for 10 years with a renewal option for another 5. The YMCA's executive director has suggested that this will be a break-even rent, with Pointe-Claire charging only for the space the Y uses. The city will use the remaining space and pay for all the costs related to the upkeep of the building. There are several problems with this. At $9 million, this is going to be the city's single biggest real estate purchase in 4 years. A lot of the basic details aren't clear, such as how much space will be available for city use or whether Pointe-Claire citizens will get free or reduced rate access to the YMCA services and facilities. So it's hard to say whether this is a case of Pointe-Claire buying a community center or bailing out the YMCA, which has projected a 5-year deficit of $2.4 million even after the pandemic. In either case, a decision as big as this one shouldn't have been made without proper debate and without holding public consultations so that citizens could provide their input on how their tax dollars were going to be spent. Instead, this decision was rammed through on a week's notice. Few details were published. The video of the YMCA general meeting approving the deal was taken down after citizens began sharing it, and council approved it tonight at a special meeting that wasn't webcast. According to Councillor Brent Cowan, the only member of council to vote against it, the mayor had been negotiating the deal for months, but only provided council members with the details last Friday. If his own councillors didn't find out until 4 days before they were expected to rubber stamp this decision, where does that leave the average citizen? Citizens have often called for another community center or athletic facility, and for $9 million we could have bought or built one. Our planning documents suggested building one over the parking lots next to City Hall and the arena, with parking to go underground. This would have been in the geographic center of our city and the place most easily accessible to the largest number of citizens. If consulted on the locations, citizens might have suggested this or other options. They might have opposed putting it on Brunswick because it is next to our border with DDO. It will only be easily accessible for the owners of the thousands of nearby condos the mayor wants as part of his planned downtown of the West Island. While I believe most Pointe-Claire citizens would want to help the Y, some might question partnering with them given their declining membership and membership fees in the hundreds of dollars, which not everyone can readily afford. Given the size of our investment, I believe that Pointe-Claire citizens should get free or much cheaper access to the YMCA's programs with their multi-cards, not the same high fees paid by residents of other municipalities. The bottom line is that citizens should have been involved in making this decision, but instead got another done deal from the mayor. If I'm elected in November, I will ensure that citizens are consulted on major projects and new sports and community facilities. Together, we can and will do better. Thanks very much.